single Aries, welcome to your after the retrograde forecast. Now, well, even if you're a couple or you're already married, and if this reading resonates with you, then good. Anyway, I'll be doing 5 types of spread, okay, using 5 different decks as well. I'll be doing the past, present, issue, and future outcome. What do I need to learn? My greatest strength and weakness. How do I find love and my priorities right now? Alright, let's do first the past and present issue, okay? And what will be the future outcome of it. This is you now, and this is your present obstacle. Well, you're not really communicating with someone or with some people around you. Okay. Alright, and then the clarifications. Okay, let's start with this, okay? Now, right now you are traveling, or you are in a different place, or you are far away from your loved ones. However, the problem with you right now is that because you're too busy and because you're too far away, the communications either with your siblings, with your relatives or something like that, you're not really letting them know like what's really going on with you. You're not being communicative right now. Okay, you feel so shut down. There are some family issues that occurred in the past, and it's like you're not yet ready to face it. You're not yet ready to confront everyone. You're not yet ready for their confrontations, for their questionings and everything. For you, it's like you're contented with your world right now. You don't want to deal with anyone. All you want is just to hone your world, your skills, your everything around you right now personally. Whatever that's been going on in your present life right now, outside of your circle, it's like you want to deal with it once you're really ready. And one thing that you don't really want is when somebody forces you to do the things that you're not yet ready to do. Now, in the past issue that is still unresolved position, and this is the past obstacle, there has been some influences in politics. It seems like there are also some family businesses or some issues about your work that affected your personal life as well. Now, the reason why you went, let's say, for example, you went to a different city or country or something like that, it is because that you want to prove yourself that, not because that you're too sheltered or that you came from, let's say for example that some Aries, single Aries came from a good family. Not because that you're like this, you don't know how to do other people's work, or you don't know how to work for other companies. So there is like a strength, or there is something that you really want to prove to somebody or to other people or to your relatives, that you are not just relying in your family's resources or family's influence or whatsoever. Alright? And there are a lot of people who's been so envious of you. There are a lot of people who's been so like not really contented with whatever they have, and they keep on poking into your business. And they keep on doing the things that they are not supposed to be doing. Let's say backstabbing, spreading some gossips, and creating some stories right behind you, even though it's too far-fetched, but there's nothing that you can do. Now, the solution here is you need to talk. And I feel like it's time for you to really bridge that gap, because there is somebody around you, which is especially, it's a water sign, especially if your mother or your sister is a water sign. They've been really disappointed, and at the same time, they're also worried about you. Okay? Now, Now, you need to control your temper and your anger. And you just need to loosen up. Okay? Whatever it is that's been like stopping you, whatever it is that's been like pulling you down. It's time for you to let go of your grudges. And, so that you can go up and you can proceed with your journey. lighter, and I feel like with whatever that you should be bagging into your destination, you know, and not with some excess baggages as well. I feel like it's time for you to reach out to your family and to your relatives, even though that there has been some big conflicts, okay, and that they don't really understand why are you doing the things that you're doing, and why did you leave behind your comfort zone, or why are you, it's like, what else do you need to prove? Like, there are some things that you're supposed to be tasked or that you're supposed to be doing as part of your responsibilities, but you're out there. And some people, some people around you deemed you to be very selfish because you are just concentrating into whatever it is that you really wanted to do instead of doing your family responsibilities or your family part. Okay? So this is the past and present issue, and the future outcome of that is, well, it seems like someone will be trying to, throw some dramas, and someone will be like pretending, okay? I feel like there are some 3 people around your family, or your family will be using 3 of your friends for you to go home, and then you will suddenly think if it's really time, okay? So, you feel like, is it? Like, I am not yet successful, or I haven't really proven anything to my family, but yeah, if it's really time for me to go home, or if it's time for me to visit, then you will. So, you will then be facing some of the people that you don't really want to see, but there's nothing that you can do. And it seems like there will also be some forgiveness, okay? So, even though you're a little bit skeptical about this homecoming thing, you need to learn how to forgive. And other people will try to understand and extend, their patience and their understanding. What is it that you're trying to do? Because they know that you have a very strong spirit, you're strong-minded, strong-willed, you're smart, okay? And they feel like, yeah, you've already proven your point, but we also need you here. So some of you needs to, I'm not saying that you should give up whatever you already have, but what I'm trying to say is try to balance things out, okay? And try to judge it from your own perspective, because you're the only one who can see and who really knows your real situation. But try to balance your decisions, your logics, and it's time for you to set aside your personal issues, because I feel like there is something that you really have to take part in, before it's too late, because there are some relatives, or there are some issues, or even, partners, especially if you're a part of a family business, that you really need to make a stand, okay? And with this, if you will be resolving this conflict, you will not just be proving yourself, but you will be the winner, and you'll be coming out on top, and you'll be proving those skeptical people who tried to bring you down and who looked so down on you in the past. Alright? Now let's take a look. What do you need to learn? I'll be using a different deck this time. Let's take a look. What do you need to learn? This also came out in your other spread. Now, the things that you really need to do about love. These are the things that you really need to learn about love. And this line is what you need to learn about life. And what you need to learn about your main targets and goals. Now, in the past, it seems like you have been cheated on This is about love, okay? You've been cheated on, and there is somebody that you really want to marry, or that you feel like that's the one that you're about to marry, or you're about to get married, but then something just happened, okay? Something just came out of nowhere, and somebody stole the person that you really love, which is, it happens to be somebody that you already know, and this is a water sign person. Now, while you're trusting the two of them, okay, this is a very common story. While you're trusting the two of them, being together and spending some time, you didn't know that there is something that's already forming and developing between the two of them. So instead of the two of you being together and getting married, it's them who got married instead. And worse is, you also found out that this person is already pregnant or has been pregnant. Now, what is the thing that you really need to learn about this? Do not entrust the people that you are close to, especially with the one that you're with. If there has been some red flag signs that's been like flashing right in front of you, and your instinct is already kicking in, okay, do not give them a chance. And if they already did something to you in the past, do not just forgive them. Make them earn your trust back again. All right? And I feel like right before you invest, or right before you invest your emotions, finances, mental, physical, or whatsoever, right before you invest anything with the person that you're going to be with, make sure that they are really worth it. Sometimes, even when we see right from the very beginning the red flag signs and the real color of the person, the first time that we meet them, the first time that we've been together, we still set it aside because we hope for the best, we hope for the silver lining, and we hope that things could still change. Or even if that person cheats, we still hope that that person will be choosing us, because we believe that they love us. But the problem here is, even if you think that this water sign is uglier than you, whether they're fat or they're thin or whatsoever, it's not your fault, for this person to exchange you with someone who looked like a slug, okay, or with someone who looked like a slug. So, do not blame yourself. Okay, and do not hide away from love. Do not hide away from your happiness and your potential to be with someone that is really rightfully meant for you. Do not close your heart. Okay, and stop looking back into the past. Especially if that person have already hurted you and tear you apart and just leave you behind like you never had any foundation. Stop clinging into the past. Keep on moving on. Forgive and release. There's no such thing as going back to that person and have a closure. Sometimes it's only the time can tell, or only time can give us the closure that we need. Okay, so stop clinging on to the past. Especially if this person have already cheated on you and is naturally a liar. Okay, I was about to say liar, but naturally a liar. Okay, now what do you need to learn about life? Cutting off people, running away, blinding yourself with rage and with so much anger, and then making you feel so stuck. Okay, this is not the way on how to cope up with stress, with heartaches, with pain, with anguish, and everything else. You don't have to cut all the people who loves you, because not all people have hurted you, or not all people are deemed to hurt you. Do not cut off people. When somebody just causes you a mistake, or just because that they have given you the wrong advice, or they gave you the wrong information, do not, it's like, do not curse them for life, or do not just turn your back on them and say that you lied to me, you're like this, you're like that, and then you'll be comparing each and every people that you'll be meeting that, oh, you're just all one and the same. You know, the more you hide away and the more you close down your walls and your circles, the more you are just posing yourself more vulnerable, okay, into dangers and into other people that acts like a, you know, like a wolf hiding beneath the sheep's skin. So you can't just run away whenever things go wrong. And you also need to start looking back into those times, you know, into those people who served you well and who helped you, especially your family. Okay? You need to learn how to forgive. You need to learn how to let go of the grudge. You need to let go of the fear. And that's the only way that you can be happy. And it's time for you to walk away from those who've already hurted you. I mean, I'm sure that not all people have hurted you. And, you know, some people are still, you know, they still deserve the benefit of the doubt. All right? So this is what you need to learn about life. Do not isolate yourself. Now, what do you actually need to learn about your targets and goals? You're so happy with how your career is going on right now. And some of you are still looking to be, you know, successful. Some of you are also looking to be, like, to prove yourself and go and reach the horizon. Create the stairs that you can climb up and someday be so proud, you know, with those people who have belittled you and who put you down. So this is your main target right now, your main goals. To go to the top and to, some of you, be rich, have a lot of money, and be successful career-wise. But are you happy? Are you happy being on your own? Are you happy isolating yourself? And are you happy turning down love? Because you're so afraid of getting cheated on again. You're focusing too much on the things that you've already spilled. You're focusing too much on whatever happened in the past, but you're not really focusing on the present and future. While there are still some people who also need your help, and while there are also some other potential things, dreams, you know that you need, that also needs your attention and your care, and that you can still save them. But you're not really looking because you're focusing too much on what you have felt, or what happened to you, or what you're currently feeling right now. Okay? So it's time for you to turn around and open your ears, open your eyes, open your mind, open your heart. Okay? Because there's still 2 cups that's still standing. Okay? Now, sometimes fighting back, well, doesn't mean that you have to be violent, but you also need to learn how to fight back. You've been quiet and you've been like standing for far too long alone, okay, that you need to be a little bit more, you need to be a little bit more indecisive sometimes, because there are some people who's been intentionally shielding themselves just because that they are so defensive, or just because that they are also paranoid, because of what they are doing to you. So you also need to learn how to do this thing, to fight back. And you're working and working and working, but ask yourself, what is this for? Who is this for? Yes, someday you will have a lot of money. I can see that you're really going to get rich. And some of you is already rich. You will still be more stable. But once you're already there at the top, it's really lonely out there. So you can go as far as you can. You can go up at the tip of the mountain. But ask yourself, will you be happy? Or just, surrounding yourself with a lot of money. So, and then you're still hanging on to that person from the past. It's like this is the only one that you really love, despite of other relationships that you've already been in, other people that you've already dated, other people that has already been a part of your life. You're still holding on to that one person that you're supposed to be marrying, or that you're supposed to be with. But I feel like it's really time for you to accept the fact that whatever that's already in the past is already in the past. And sometimes you still wonder, what if they get divorced? Maybe we're still going to end up together. You know? Or maybe what if I seduce him? The thing here is, you will still have your own family. And I feel like you will still have another child. Or you will still have a child. There's still a chance to some of you. Okay? And you will learn how to rise out from this. Out from all of this things that's been like stagnating you, pulling you down. That's been like stopping you. You know, like standing as an obstacle. You will manage to, you know, swipe them off. Well, wipe and swipe. And you will, you know, you will have a better idea on how to live your life that's more financially stable, financially happy and fulfilled, but at the same time, not lonely. Because you will be, you know, you will still have someone by your side, and you will learn how to fight your own demons. Now, whoever that person is will be coming into your life. We will be reading that, How Do I Find Love? Okay? So, let's proceed to the next spread. What is your greatest strength and weakness? Before we get down to the How Do I Find Love? What is your greatest strength and weakness? Gratitude. Okay, this is for your greatest strengths. And this is for your weakness. Alright. Let me read it to you first. Okay? Now, gratitude, open your heart and love, time management, and creative expression. Now, this is your current strength, how you can benefit from it or how you can utilize it, and then where will it lead you, and what are the strengths that you need to develop, which is, it's your creative expression. As I've said, that you're very strong-minded, you're smart, and you have like very rich, what do you call this? Imagination, and you're a visionary. Okay? Now, here, it's your current strength. You know how to, like, repay people. But because of those darkness and because of the dark cloud that you've been in and that has, you know, like veiled over you for the past few years or past few months because of the painful thing that you've been through, you've already forgotten how it is to give back. Okay? You attract more blessings when you appreciate your current blessings. So, you're naturally a dreamer and you keep on climbing up, you know, like non-stop, and you will keep improving yourself, but you also need to learn how to give back, plus be contented with whatever you have. And stop looking into what other people, you know, what they are currently enjoying, because you can definitely create your own. Now, how can you utilize it? Open your heart and love. As I've said in the previous spread, open your heart, your mind, your ears, okay, and your eyes, into new things, to new beginnings and new potentials. The more you open your heart and pour your love into your creations, the greater their life force energy. Alright? Now, where will it lead you to? The time management, you need to be a little bit more organized. You want to do a lot of things all at once. You want to do things both at the same time. You want to multitask, but you don't have the right energy. You don't have the right amount of time. And you just need to be a little bit more organized because sometimes you're all over the place. Okay? Now, place your priorities at the top of your to-do list and don't allow distractions to deter your focus, especially emotional things. Now, what strength do I need to develop? Your creative expression. As I've said, that you're very artistic, you have rich imagination, and you're naturally a visionary person. When you picture something, when you envision something, it really happens. Because this, that dream comes from your heart and not just any other product of your, like a childish imagination. It is what you really want to do. It is really what you really deem to be. And you can see yourself from that, like 5, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. So you need to develop your creative expression. God's divine creativity is expressed through your actions. So don't give up on your dreams and keep on pushing. Now this is your greatest weakness. Okay? This is your current weakness. Listen only to love. Don't allow fear to distract you from your divine mission. And this is actually what's been going on in your life. Like what I said, somebody have hurted you in the past, and you tar all people with the same brush. Not all people are out there to hurt you. You also need to learn how to trust. Okay? And your weakness is love. You're naturally a great leader. You're a very strong person, strong-headed. But when it comes to love, this is your greatest weakness, and this is mostly your downfall. Okay? So what will help you? Authenticity. Trust that your real self, whom God created divinely perfect, has the strength and knowledge needed for the situation. Be true to your heart, be true to yourself. This is what will be helping you to overcome everything that's been going on in your life. Do not hide, do not mask, do not pretend that you're okay even though it's not. Be real with yourself, practice what you preach, and you also need to be a little bit more straightforward to other people. If they want to play, some mind games, it's time to cut them off. Make them see that you really mean business. And if they're into hanky-pankies, then leave them alone. Alright? Now, what is your new direction? Allow yourself to receive. Open your arms to welcome the blessings and answer prayers that God is sending to you. Which is, you need to be a little bit more, open and allow your vulnerability to not to be exposed, but to be more out there. Okay? Like what I said, the more you shield yourself, the more you surround yourself with walls and bricks, the more you just make yourself more weaker and prone to the attack of other people who's going to be taking advantage of you. So right now, present yourself to the world and let them know what you're really made of and who you really are. Allow yourself to receive. Alright? Now let's take a look at how are you going to find love? Finally. And then, what are your main priorities? How do I find love? Okay. A person that's older than you. All right. Let's pull out more clarifications. Okay, women, single Aries women, you will be overcoming this heartbreak and this heartache that you have been through. You will learn how to fight your own demons. You will learn how to fight those people who's been criticizing you and being so skeptical about your skills and your capabilities. And you will be meeting somebody who is older than you. Now the thing here is your love life will be very colorful, especially around the month of November. Oh, sorry, the month of October until November. Now, you will be meeting younger fire sign, a little bit older water sign, and older air sign. Same goes for men, okay? And you will be meeting all of this three, while you are traveling, or while you're on a vacation, or while you are, traveling for work. And I feel like you will be ending up, marrying this water sign. The fire sign, you need to be a little bit more careful, especially with their promises. The air sign, be careful with their demands, be careful with their suspicions, and be careful with their possessiveness. The water sign, they only want your consistent attention, and they only want your consistent love and affection. Oh, and especially sex, okay? And it seems like one of them will be your karmic soulmate, or your karma. And then the other one will be teaching you how to find love, or how to go back to that, area or department again. And then the other one will be letting you see the truth. Alright? So, you will be meeting these people around October from October to November. 1 month. Okay? This three, well, not necessarily that you're going to be in a relationship, but you will only be meeting them, and it's up to you whom you really want to end up with, whom you really want to be with, and whom you really feel like fits your standard or your description to be with somebody, or for somebody to be with you. And it seems like, well, you're waiting for the right person who will be loving you, and only you, and who will be focusing their life and their attention only to you, and is not a cheater, and like that this person that you have cut off in the past, and that you're still going back and forth with. So this is the thing that you really have to learn. Do not compare the past lover or the past person into the new person that you'll be meeting, because you will just be like attracting the same kind of energy or the same kind of situation if you keep on thinking, oh my god, maybe it's, maybe this person will be like this, maybe this person will be like that, oh my god, yeah, I know that. Stop looking for whatever that is not there. Stop your suspicions, stop your doubts. Give the person a chance to get to know you and for you to get to know them, and do not judge. When there are already some red flag signs, then obviously you need to act on it. Okay, but don't be overly defensive. So, well, you're going to have a very colorful end of the year, because you will be definitely with somebody who really deserves you and who will be offering their cup of love. But you also need to bear in mind that there is no such thing as a perfect relationship. Alright? So let's take a look finally at your priorities right now. This is your main priority. You want to look into the future. Okay, what is actually blocking you? Family issues. Some Aries are really dealing with some big family issues, Things that you need to change. And things that you must accept. And this is what you need to progress. These are the clarifications. Now, I will still be pulling out more other priorities. What are your other priorities? Alright. This is your main priority right now. You're too anxious to know what lies ahead of your future. Okay, you're too anxious to know what is it out there for you. But I feel like just, you just need to let the universe handle its own job and handle its own course instead of controlling things. Okay? You need to let go of your control issues. Now, what is really blocking you? Family issues. You can't always run away from what you're supposed to be doing for what you're supposed to be taking part in your family responsibilities. I feel like it's really time. Now, the things that you really need to change: depression. Be a little bit more contented with whatever you have, because you're driving yourself too hard. You have a lot of high expectations to yourself that even you yourself knows that it will take some time for you to achieve something that you have already set your goals into, or that you have already set yourself into as part of your goals. Okay, take one day at a time, take one step at a time, baby steps. All right? And the things that you must accept, which is, I feel like you can't always stay in the dark. You also need to let other people into your life. And you also need to accept help from time to time. There are some people who's just waiting for you to call them out, for you to reach out, and for you to say, hey, I need help. Because they are really ready to give you the support that you need. You only need to open up. Because sometimes, which is, I can't blame you. You've been through a lot in the past, and you've been through a lot of pain, betrayals. People have already let you down. You've lost your job. And some of you have lost your money, have lost everything. But then, it's like you don't even know which one to trust right now. And you don't even know which way to go. But then at the same time, in each and every darkness, there will always be light. There will always be a glint of hope that will give you a new day to begin with. Okay, so stop living in the dark and open yourself up. Now, how things will progress. You need to proceed with caution, and it seems like whatever danger, whatever nightmare, whatever demons, whatever it is that you're going to be going through, you will be much more ready, and you will be much more braver right now. Okay, you're ready to face the unknown. You're ready to face everything that's been haunting you, and you're even ready to face the pain. Okay, because this is exactly the reason why you have gone through all of this. For you to become a stronger person, and for you to become a leader and a fair example of some people who will be going through the same thing that you've been in. Now, these are the clarifications. You will finally be enjoying yourself, and you will finally be reaching up to your potentials, knowing that there is love finally coming your way. Okay? Which it's actually coming soon, and it will be, this person will be from another place or another country, and it seems like this is what you really wish. To be with somebody who will be cherishing you, who's not going to lie to you, who's not going to betray you, and who's not going to let you down. Now, like what I said, loosen up your control issues, okay? And you have to learn how to trust. Now, these are your other priorities. You will be rising through all of this pain, and I feel like some of you still wants to have some children, or still wants to have your own family, okay? And you still want to, it's like you're really ready to start something more of your own personal dreams. It's not just about having a lot of money, having a very good job, and having that kind of a very fancy car and fancy house. Because the only thing that's missing in your life right now is that love, the unconditional thing that you've been like, that you feel like you've missed out the most. And having your own family. Which is, it will be happening right by the end of the year. Alright? Anyway, that's it for you for this retrograde, single Aries. And if you want to talk to me live on the phone or live on the calls, just go and visit me at my website at sophiaangel.net. Blessings to you.